In this video, I will be demonstrating how I went about performing Phaco in a mature cataract with a reasonably hard nucleus. So initially, after putting my 2.8 millimeter incisions and two side ports, I stained the capsule with trypan blue and expel the trypan blue with HPMC, and here I am going ahead and performing the rexus with my 26 gauge needle, bent 26 gauge needle. And this is not an intumescent cataract by a long way, so the rexus is pretty easy. It's easily controlled with the cystitome itself, and that's a fairly decent rexus. Did lose its shape a bit there, but it's good enough. And the hydrodissection also is pretty good. Then under HPMC, I go ahead with my sharp chopper in one hand and the Phaco probe in the other, aspirate some of the superficial cortex, embed within the nucleus matter, embed my chopper at almost the periphery and put on the Phaco and move towards the chopper and laterally separate. And this is important. See, the chopper has to be almost fully into the nuclear matter for you to get a reasonable chop. Otherwise, you will be left hanging with a posterior plate. Watch how deep that chopper goes in. And if you don't get that separation, try to do a multi-level separation as such. But that is a good separation. There's no problem about that. And make sure the chopper is well into the nuclear matter. There is no way you're going to hit the posterior capsule. The lens thickness is almost 4.5 millimeters. Your chopper is just 1.5 to 2 millimeters. You have a huge safety margin of 2 millimeters, which is miles in our terms anyway. So in a case like this, it is better to have slightly more than 5 or 6 segments would be good. So here I am going with 5 and eat one by one. Try to get the apex. I'm trying my best to get the apex. That's it. There were a few fibers attached there, and those few fibers itself can give you a lot of problems. This is a fairly easy cataract to do. And try and face your bevel posteriorly or to the side. I am in continuous mode Phaco. I am at around 70% Phaco power and 400 millimeters of vacuum and 40 ml flow rate. I usually prefer the bimanual method of cortex aspiration. It's much safer, not faster, but safer. Then under HPMC, I go ahead and inject this single piece foldable hydrophobic lens. And this lens is pretty easy to inject directly into the bag. And just check anyway whether it's in the bag. And here I am aspirating all the HPMC, both from the anterior part, from the front of the lens, and also go behind the IOL itself. I don't think that's, you just do from the anterior chamber and press on the lens also, that's good enough. So, and with that I conclude my session. Thank you so much for watching.